Fox 5 Health News, another new drug's been approved to treat stubbornly high cholesterol. It's called Repatha, but critics are concerned about its high cost.
Joining us now is Dr. Devi NYU School of Medicine. What is this drug and, how expensive are we talking here?
Well, so this drug is different than the statins, which are the most popular ones right now for cholesterol. Those work by preventing the liver from kind of creating cholesterol or the bad cholesterol. This actually lets the liver destroy the bad cholesterol, so it kind of clears the path for that. So, they work different ways. The statins are more established. This is kind of new. It first got, one of the other medications in that class got approved earlier this summer. And so the good thing is, it's one of those bittersweet moments, right? Because the good thing is in the studies, it did incredibly well. So it lowered people's cholesterol by 50 to 70%. And also, more importantly than cholesterol, it actually showed that it saved their lives. They were able to avoid heart attacks and other kinds of complications. Now, the cost is about $14,000 per year for patients, and it's not necessarily exactly approved by insurance. So the problem is that how many people is it actually going to be able to help?
If people can't afford it, right?
Yeah.
Versus what, $250 or something for statins?
Yeah, so the statins are much cheaper. I mean, hopefully with the competition at least, maybe the statins will become a little bit cheaper than that for patients at least, because they are life-saving too.
$14,000 though, oh my goodness.
Yeah, and it's also an injection drug. So for some people
don't like that.
That's,
exactly.
Right. It works, but you can be squeamish about that too.
All right, this is a perfect study for a Friday. If you put in a lot of hours at work, researchers say you could increase your risk of having a stroke. You really need to watch that then, huh?
Yeah, so in this study, it's actually a large study. It looked at about 600,000 people, and they compared the two different types of groups. So people who worked a standard work week, which is 35 to 40 hours a week, to people who worked more than 55 hours a week. And the ones who worked that greater amount had a 33% increased risk of stroke, which, that's significant, but it depends kind of how you look at it. So if you already are at increased risk for stroke, maybe from genetics and other things, that's a significant amount.
Yeah.
But for most of us, we're not really at that much risk for a stroke right away. So, it depends how you look at it. But either way,
and it matters how long you do it for, right? I mean, you could work a 55-hour week, 1 week or something, but if you do it more than 2 or 3 weeks, that's when it really starts to get
yeah, of course, if it's more long-term.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for people who are juggling a couple of jobs and it's
right,
tough.
yeah,
really difficult.
I'm sure a lot of people working 55 hours a week, no sweat, so that's something to keep in mind.
And you brought up a good point, too, about the people itself. So we don't know for sure if it's the job that makes them more at risk or if it's something about them. I mean, certain people might be more willing to work more hours, right? Some people might be like, oh, I have to get out at this time because my family and my health, my lifestyle is my, priority at this time.
Right.
So it could be two different groups themselves.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right, Dr. Devi, thank you so much.
Nice talking to you.
All right.